I knew it was him. The Battle of Ranskoor av Kolos, the final episode of Series 11 of Doctor Who. What did I think of it? Well, it completes a little arc about the Stenza and Tim Shaw. Obviously, the hints that we were given after the first episode indicating he would return. First returning monster of the series, along with the sniper bots. So that was interesting. Very interesting story. I loved a lot of disposition and the talking that was going on to explain stuff and the exposition. The Doctor once again is using tools that she finds, this time on Paltraki's ship. We've got Andinio and Delph, the Ux. Interesting little characters, creators and dimension builders. I love that idea. I love the fact that Delph goes into the TARDIS when they go to the TARDIS and he says it's dimensionally transcendental. So he kind of understands the concept a little bit of the TARDIS when the Doctor tries to say you might be a bit confused. The idea of the planets being in these little stasis cubes, interesting technology, but yeah, the Doctor was saying you can't really hold them here, they will cause problems and destroy everything, but Tim Shaw was not having it. Interesting, he spent 3,407 years on this planet, effectively utilising the Ux as god, as worshippers. He'd become a god. The fact he's trying to twist it with the Doctor to say that obviously he wants to thank her for it, for the fact that he's made him a god, but his revenge is coming out for trying to destroy Earth. But Yaz was okay. She was okay with the plot. She was more a plot device. The characterization between Graham and Ryan, Graham especially, the fact that Graham even considered the fact that he wanted to kill Tim Shaw for killing Grace, and that revenge factor was interesting. I like the way that Ryan effectively is, being the voice of conscience for him. I quite like that idea, that Ryan's become the voice of reason, and the tables have turned a little bit now. Graham's having a hard time, and it's Ryan that's helping him out. And I love the fact that they reinforced the Grandad comment from last week, and a fist pump was done as well, like that. That's cool. Guest cast Phyllis Logan, great as Andinio. Paltraki, played by Mark Addy, like that character as well. I did enjoy the episode as a whole. I've seen it twice. Is it a big finale? Not really. It's kind of understated. But you know what? This whole season has been understated. And I suppose that's a good thing. Because there's been a lot of bombast and a lot of impossible plots. And this year, they've all been within a certain circumstance. There's a trajectory you've got to come to the end of the episode. And they managed to do it. You get some odd variances like last week's. It takes you away. But most of the time, there's a plot, there's a trajectory, they've got to try and stop something, and there's a mystery, and they try and solve it, and overall, I've been enjoying it. But this episode, yeah, it's satisfactory finale. It's not as big, and I'm actually happy with it's not as big as the previous finales. But yeah, I called Tim Shaw. I called it, personally. I knew it was probably going to be him, and a lot of other people have called it as well, from the Glasgow Doctor Who community. But yes, no, absolutely. I liked it, watched it a couple of times, and I'm going to watch it again very soon. I'll come back to that in a minute. But yes, thank you very much, guys, for watching. This is the last First Impressions for Series 11 of Doctor Who. I am back with one more First Impressions on the 2nd of January at 4 p.m. GMT for Resolution, the New Year's episode. It has been announced the Doctor Who isn't returning to 2020, so there'll be no more First Impressions after that for a following year. But that's good. It was an interesting experiment. Thank you, everybody, for watching it. I hope you enjoyed it. Tell me what you think in general. If you want to check out the rest of the First Impression reviews, don't forget to go up there, as always, to find the playlist. And I am back on Sunday with a review of Doctor Who Series 11 in a more conversational mode. What my highs, lows, things need to be improved, things that need to be, things that I found good, and an overall conversation piece, just as a summary over everything. So, hope you can join me for that. But until then, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later.